Hello dear students and welcome to SRK Edu Boosters. Through this channel of ours, we'll try our best to present different topics pertaining to science and maths in a very simplified manner so that you can easily understand the fundamental concepts and that would enable you to perform in your exams in the most efficient and errorless manner. So today we are discussing the topic polynomials. Many students find this topic a little difficult and confusing because of the long algebraic expressions and the related addition, multiplication, subtraction and division related to it. But I assure you that if you proceed in a systematic ordered sequence, as I'll be discussing in this video, we can get to the answer very quickly without any errors. So I'll be proceeding in this order. We'll first try to understand what is an algebraic expression and we'll be revising certain basic terms related to it. After that, we'll go on to the components of polynomials. And thirdly, we'll go to actually polynomials. What is the definition of polynomial and understanding the basics of what is a polynomial. We'll then go to the terms related to polynomial. And then we'll come back to the standard form of polynomial. How is a polynomial supposed to be written in the standardized form? And lastly, we go to what is the degree of polynomial. And once we have finished the discussion related to all these things, we'll then be providing the problems related to polynomials and we'll see how to go about solving the problems. Before we start with polynomials, let us revise some basic terms. So as I told you, first term is algebraic expression. So what is an algebraic expression? It is defined as an expression that is obtained in terms of a variable or variables by using addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. So basically it contains one or more variables which are related to each other by addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. Let us see a few examples. X square plus 2x plus 3, y square minus 6 root y plus 12. So such examples you must have come across multiple times in your textbook while solving these problems. So let us go on to the next term. We'll now try to understand some basic terms related to polynomials which will be actually be repeated again and again in all your problems. So you need to know them very well. I have written components of algebraic expression here because polynomials is actually it is a type of algebraic expression. So the components of a polynomial and components of algebraic expression are one and the same. Alright. So now we'll try to go through an equation x square plus 2x plus 3. This is an example to make you understand the various components of algebraic expression. So x square plus 2x plus 3. The first component is called the variable. Now why is it called a variable? Because it can be any letter. Alright. That is why it's called a variable. Now what is a variable in this particular equation? It's x. Alright. Easy. The second part is coefficient of variable. What is coefficient of variable? It is that number which comes to the immediate left of the variable and in every part of the algebraic expression that number will be to the immediate left of variable. Now for example in this expression x square plus 2x plus 3, the coefficient of variable of x square is 1 and that of x is 2. X square 1 and x is 2. Okay. The third part is called the exponent of variable. The exponent of variable is nothing but the power to which the variable is raised. Okay. So the power to which x square is raised is 2. That is what I have written here. And the power to which x is raised here is 1. Alright. The power to which 2x. So 2x raised to 1. So the power to which x is raised is 1. So that is the exponent of variable. The next component is called the constant. The constant is simply the number which does not have the variable attached to it. So in this particular expression, this is what does not have a variable. So the constant of this expression will be 3. And finally, we come to the degree of algebraic expression or degree of equation, which is nothing but the highest power of the variable. Now in this x square plus 2x plus 3, you can see that the highest power to which x is raised is 2. So the degree of equation would be 2. We now come to the definition of polynomial. So as I said earlier, polynomial is nothing but an algebraic expression. So the definition says a polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponents of variable are non-negative integers. Now what we have to keep in mind here is there are two criteria which need to be fulfilled. The exponents of variable of the polynomial should be both non-negative numbers as well as integers. Alright. Now let us take one example, x square plus 2x plus 3. Now in this expression, as we have discussed earlier, the exponent of variable x square would be 2 and of variable x would be 1, correct? Now both 2 and 1 are non-negative as well as they are integers. Hence they fulfill the criteria of being a polynomial. Hence x square plus 2x plus 3 is an algebraic expression which is fulfilling the criteria of being a polynomial. Take two examples to clearly understand better the definition of polynomial. We take an algebraic expression y cube plus 5 root y minus 6. Now in this expression y cube, the exponent is 3 and in 5 root y, which is nothing but 5 into y raised to 1 upon 2, that is root y is nothing but y raised to 1 upon 2. Hence the exponent would be 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 is a non-integer and hence the algebraic expression y cube plus 5 root y minus 6 does not fulfill the criteria of being a polynomial. Alright, let us take one more example, x square plus 3x raised to minus 1 plus 5. Here the exponent of x square is 2 and the exponent of 3x raised to minus 1 would be minus 1. Minus 1 is negative and hence again it is not fulfilling the criteria of being a polynomial and hence this expression x square plus 3x raised to minus 1 plus 5 is not a polynomial. We now need to explain certain terms related to polynomials which are mentioned in the textbook. So I'll just, in order to complete, for the sake of completion, I'm just mentioning all these terms. There is something called a monomial which contains only one term, that is minus 5, 7x square, 6xy. Binomial is something which contains two unlike terms. For example, we have 5x plus 6, 7y square minus 3y. Then we have trinomial which contains three unlike terms. For example, 3x minus 5x square plus 10xy. And then we have something called as a constant polynomial which contains only one constant. For example, minus 4 and minus 3. Okay. Now we come to something more important, and that is called as a standard form of a polynomial. Now a polynomial has to be written in a certain order and only then we can call it as being in the standard form. So when do we call it as a standard form? When the terms of a polynomial are written in the decreasing order of the powers of the variable. Now what do we mean by that? Taking an example, x raised to 4 minus 4x cube plus 5x square minus x plus 1. Now in this algebraic expression, what are the various exponents? The exponent of x is 4, the exponent of x is 3, exponent of x is 2, exponent of x is 1. Okay. So as we see, the degree keeps on decreasing as we go ahead. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay. So hence this particular polynomial is in the standard form because the exponents are in the decreasing order of sequence. Okay. We'll now start solving some problems. My first algebraic expression or polynomial is 18x raised to 5 divided by minus 3x cube. Now this can also be written as 18x raised to 5 upon minus 3x cube. This is equal to 18. Now what we are doing is we have to separate the constant from the variables. Okay. So we separate 18 and 3 separately and we put x separately. So in the next step we write 18 upon minus 3 in the bracket multiplied by x raised to 5 upon x raised to 3. Alright. Now 18 upon minus 3 is minus 6 multiplied by x raised to 5 minus 3. That is minus 6 into x raised to 2. Hence our answer is minus 6x square. Let us now move on to the next problem, which we will be doing by the factor method. Now this is a new method which we shall discuss in detail. Our expression is x square plus 5x plus 6 divided by x plus 2. Now by factor method, what we do is we have to split our equation into two factors, that is x plus a and x plus b. Now here a and b are constants and whose value we need to find out from the above equation. Alright. So in this case, coefficient of variable x is a plus b and coefficient of the constant 6 is a into b. Here a plus b equal to 5 and a into b equal to 6. A plus b is 5 and a into b equal to 6. So a into b is 6 as we have seen. Now in this case, the value of a and b would be plus or minus 3 into 2, or it could be plus or minus 6 into 1. Either or can be assumed in this equation. But now if we put 3 and 2 in a plus b, it is fulfilling the criteria of 5, a plus b equal to 5. But if you put 6 and 1, it is not going to fulfill the criteria, that is 6 plus 1 equal to 7. Hence, the value of a and b would only be plus 3 and plus 2. Okay, it can only be plus 3 and plus 2 and not 6 and 1. Hence, our constants are plus 3 and plus 2. So now that we have assumed the value of a and b to be 3 and 2, we can now write x square plus 5x plus 6 as x plus 3 into x plus 2, which are the two factors that we have assumed. Alright. Therefore, x square plus 5x plus 6 divided by x plus 2, our original problem, can be written as x plus 3 into x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. So x plus 2 gets cancelled and our answer is x plus 3. So which a very simple method to find out the answer, and the only hitch in this method is that you need to place the values of a and b properly, and if you place them properly you will get the correct answer immediately. We now come to the long division method, which is actually the most important part of this chapter. We shall see one example: 6x square minus 13x plus 6 divided by 2x minus 3. So now in this method, we write this equation in the standard form as dividend and divisor, as we usually write. And for this method, it is better that you divide your page into two parts. You do the rough work on the right side and you solve the problem on the left side. Okay, if you do this in a systematic and disciplined manner, you will get the answer quickly. Otherwise, there will be a lot of confusion. Okay, so we've written 6x square minus 13x plus 6 divided by 2x minus 3. So the first step would be write the divisor as it is on your rough work side. Okay. Now, what multiplied by 2x would give you 6x square? We are considering only 6x square. So, what multiplied by 2x will give you 6x square, and that would be 3x. Now, this 3x, you write it here. Alright. Now, solve this here. So, this will be 6x square minus 9x, and this you write it immediately here. Alright. Now, 6x square minus 6x square will give you 0. Again, This is x6 minus 13x minus 6 square minus 9x. So this is minus minus. So again, in order to avoid confusion, you do it on the rough side first. That will give you minus 13x plus 9x, and that is minus 4x, which has to be written here. Okay, and you break down 6, so that will give you minus 4x plus 6. Now minus 4x plus 6 has to be again divided by 2x minus 3. So you write the divisor again. Okay, now what multiplied by 2x will give you minus 4x. Alright, so that is nothing but minus 2. Okay, and this minus 2, once you have written it here, you immediately transfer it to your quotient. Okay, so now when you solve this, it is minus 4x plus 6, which has to be written here, and now this is 0. Alright, so this is our quotient and this is our remainder. So when you write the answer, you write your answer in the standard format. Quotient is 3x minus 2 and remainder is 0. The next problem, minus 1 plus x raised to 4 divided by minus 1 plus x. Now if you see in this particular problem, the highest power of the algebraic expression of the polynomial is x raised to 4. So 4 is the highest power, but there is no variable with power 3, 2 and 1. They are all missing. So you have to put it in the standard format first and then only proceed with the problem. So how are we going to do that? So x raised to 4 comes first, and then x cube, instead of there has to be x raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 1. So since that is all absent, you have to write it as 0x cube plus 0x square plus 0x minus 1. So this will be your dividend, and that has to be divided by, again this is not in the standard format, minus 1 plus x. So x always has to come first, so it will be x minus 1. Alright, so this is your standard format, and now we shall proceed with solving the problem. So as I said earlier, what you need to do is you divide your page into 2. On the right side you proceed with your rough work, and on the left side the problem has to be done. So you put it as dividend and divisor, x raised to 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x square plus 0x minus 1. This is your dividend, and your divisor is x minus 1. Now as I told you in the previous discussion, x minus 1 is a divisor, so you write it as it is first. Now what multiplied by x will give you x raised to 4? It is x cube. Alright, so this x cube, you immediately transfer it here. So x cube comes here. Now you solve this. X cube into x is x raised to 4 minus 1 into x cube is x cube. Alright, this has to be immediately written here. So x raised to 4 minus x cube. X raised to 4, x raised to 4 gets cancelled. Again, as I said earlier, 0x cube minus x cube. So this will be 0 plus x cube. So you write x cube here and take down the remaining thing, plus 0x square. Alright, now again we need to divide this with x minus 1. So you write it again, x minus 1, the divisor has to be written again. Alright, and now what multiplied by x minus 1 will give you x cube. Again that will be x square. You transfer it immediately here. X square. Alright. Immediately this gets transferred here and then solve it here. So this will be x square into x will give you x cube. Minus 1 into x square is x square. This is immediately transferred here. This becomes x cube minus x square. Solving it, x cube minus x cube is 0 and this will be written as 0x square minus x square, and that gives you 0 plus x raised to 2. That comes here. Take down the remaining portion, that is plus 0x. Alright. Again bring the divisor here. Write it again here. What multiplied by x minus 1 will give you x square, that is x. Alright. So write your x immediately here. X into x gives you x square minus 1 into x is x. Alright. Immediately transfer this here. X square minus x. X square minus x square is 0 and plus 0x minus x. That will give you 0 plus x. So this will be plus x. Alright. Now what is remaining is minus 1. You bring it down here. Again write the divisor here. Now it becomes very easy. What multiplied by x minus 1? Okay. So it is 1. So this is immediately transferred here. Okay. So this is your answer. Now again while writing the answer, you have to write it in the standard format. That is, your quotient is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 and your remainder is equal to 0. We now move on to our last problem, which is a little bit complicated and it might seem very difficult, but I have put it in here for you so that if you, whatever kind of problem you get, you will be able to solve it very easily using this long division method. Alright, so our problem is 3x into 5x square plus 3x cube plus 2 minus 2x square plus 8 minus x divided by minus 2 plus 3x. Now as you can see in this problem, the dividend part of the algebraic expression is not simplified. You have to put it in the simplified form first and only then proceed with the actual division. Alright. So first we simplify this part of the dividend and then you put it in the standard format and only then proceed to the division. Alright. So let us simplify it first. So this becomes 3x into 5x square is 15x cube plus 3x into 3x cube, that is 9x raised to 4 plus 2 into 3x will give you 6x. Now this is minus, this minus you have to take it inside. So this becomes minus 2x square minus into plus 8 is minus 8 minus into minus x is plus x. Alright. This divided by minus 2 plus 3x. Now 6x plus x will give you 7x. So write that 15x cube plus 9x raised to 4 plus 6x plus 7x will give you 6x plus x will give you 7x minus 2x square minus 8. This is your dividend simplified divided by minus 2 plus 3x. Now the second part is you have to put it in the standardized format. This is not yet in the standardized format. What is standardized format? The power of the variable is from higher power to lower power in the decreasing order. It has to be in that format. Alright. So now here how will you write the standard format? It will be 9x raised to 4, then 15 x cube minus 2x square plus 7x minus 8 divided by, now again this is not in the standard format, so it has to be put in the standard format, variable x first minus 2. So now we have simplified our polynomial into this form, and also we have put it in the standardized format. So we have finished up to this step, and now we proceed to the next step, and that is the actual division. So we have now simplified our algebraic expression, and we have also put it in the standardized format. So now we can begin with our actual division. Alright. So I have written it as 9x raised to 4 plus 15x cube minus 2x square plus 7x minus 8 divided by 3x minus 2. This is how we are supposed to write, right? And we have divided our page into two portions, rough work on the right side, actual problem on the left side. Alright. So let us begin with the same way. You write the divisor 3x minus 2 first. Now, what multiplied by 3x will give you 9x raised to 4. Alright. So that is 3x cube. This becomes 3x cube. Immediately this is transferred here. Alright. And then solve it here. It is 9x raised to 4 minus 2 into 3x cube is 6x cube. This has to be immediately transferred here. So that becomes 9x raised to 4 minus 6x cube. 0. This is 15x cube minus 6x cube. That becomes 15x cube plus 6x cube. 15 and 6, 21x cube. Alright, so this you write it here, 21x cube, and then bring down the remainder, that is minus 2x square. Alright, now again divide this. So again the same thing, bring the divisor here, and then see what multiplied by 3x gives you 21x cube, that is nothing but 7x square, right? This is immediately brought here. Alright, now solve this. 7 into 3x, 7x square into 3x will give you 21x cube minus 2 into 7x square, that is 2 sevens are 14x square. This you immediately transfer here. So that becomes 21x cube minus 14x square. 0. To solve this, minus 2x square minus 14x square, that is minus 2x square plus 14x square, and that will give you 12x square. That is written here. Okay, now bring down the next portion, that is plus 7x. Okay, again bring the divisor here. Now what multiplied by 3x will give you 12x square. Alright, so that will be 4x, correct? So now solve this, and this again has to be immediately written here. Alright, so 3x into 4x will give you 12x square minus 2 into 4x will give you minus 8x. Again write this here, 12x square minus 8x, 0, and this is 7x minus 8x, that will give you 7x plus 8x, that is 10, 7, 15x. Alright, so this becomes plus 15x. Alright, bring down the last constant, 15x minus 8. Again write the divisor, 3x minus 2. Now what multiplied by 3x will give you 15x? Nothing but 5. Okay, write 5 immediately here so that you don't forget. And then solve this. 5 3s are 15, 15x minus 2 into 5 will give you 10. So this is 15x minus 10. Write it down here, 15x minus 10. Okay, solve it. This becomes 0 minus 8 minus 10, that is minus 8 plus 10, and that is equal to 2. Okay, so this is plus 2. So this is your answer. And now how are you going to write the answer? Your quotient is equal to 3x cube plus 7x square plus 4x plus 5, and your remainder is equal to 2. Simple. So once you do it in a systematic ordered sequence, you will never miss any step and you will not commit any mistake, and you can get the answer very soon. Okay.